Alright, Assalamualaikum. So this one projectile motion part 2. Okay, kita dah jelas berkenaan dengan equation yang akan digunakan dalam projectile motion dalam part 1 dan seterusnya saya juga explain untuk full projectile motion. So ini adalah case yang boleh ada di bawah projectile motion and we want to know what is the hidden information that you can have yang tak dinyatakan dalam soalan but you know already. Okay, the first one. Alright, so for full projectile motion, okay, so full projectile motion, okay, the information that you know without the question tells you is, okay, so dekat sini at the maximum height, okay, yang ni saya dah mention juga sebelum ni, maximum height at this point, your Vy equals to 0. Okay, yang kedua, at final point, okay, just before hits the ground, soalan biasa sebut lah, just before it hits the ground, your Sy, dekat sini exactly at this point, Sy equals to 0. Okay, alright, so Sx is the range starting from the starting point to the end point lah dekat sini. Okay, so Sx equals to Uxt, you akan buat equation tu macam biasa, kena cari time dulu baru boleh dapat nilai Sx. Okay, the second one, when you have half projectile motion. Okay, half projectile motion is something like this. Okay, you have the initial velocity u dekat sini and the angle theta over here equals to 0. So automatically your ux is equals to u. Okay, because we have ux equals to u cos theta. So u cos 0 equals to 1. So therefore you have ux equals to u. Okay, all right. And at the same time, because the angle is 0, so uy is equals to 0 because sine 0 equals to 0. Okay, so ni information yang tak dinyatakan dalam soalan but you know already. Okay, seterusnya the sy. Okay, so this is your sy value. And your sy at this point, okay, sepatutnya bila masukkan dalam calculation, you will put negative in front of the value. Okay, sebagai contoh, katalah dia bagi height of this building, okay, the height is equals to 10 meter. So bila you gunakan equation sy equals to uyt minus half gt square contohnya, so you should substitute negative 10 equals to, yang lain tu macam biasalah, masuklah nilai yang sepatutnya. Okay, alright. So the sy will be negative. Sebab apa? Starting point is above the end point. Okay, A, B dekat sini. So ni ketinggian ataupun level A lebih tinggi daripada B. Alright. The next one. Okay. So this one masih lagi dikatakan, okay, not half projectile motion, is okay, something like this. Okay, let's say you have like this, Okay, so kita tak tahulah dia n dekat mana. Alright, so the difference between 2 and number 3 is your sy over here is positive value. Okay, kenapa positive? Because your end point is above your starting point. Okay, maksudnya bola tu naik ke atas. So bila naik ke atas, your sy must be positive value. Okay, itu sahaja beza dia antara A dengan B. Yang lain macam biasa ya, you have Sx adalah jarak daripada starting point to the end point in X component. Okay, nama lain Sx adalah range. Okay, selesai number 3. Number 4, you could have the question something like this. Okay, this one. Alright, so let's say dia bagi like this. Okay, kita bagi exactly. Alright, okay. So if you have case like this, bila you buat substitution, your sy should be dekat sini sahaja. Alright, and your sy disebabkan starting point lebih tinggi daripada end point, so it should be negative. Okay, so itu nilai you punya SY. Yang ni you punya initial velocity. So of course you have angle theta macam biasalah nilai dia. Alright. And when you calculate the maximum height, okay, what you're gonna have is over here, H maximum, okay, is equals your SY dekat sini. Alright, dia akan sampai dekat this dotted line sahaja. So what you should do is mesti tambahlah the balance height over here. Okay, alright, again at the maximum height your Vy should be equals to 0. Okay, alright, so question yang tu part number 4. And what else? Okay, alright. So number 5, this one sepatutnya tadi number 4 jadi number 5, this one sepatutnya number 4 tadi tu, tak apalah. Okay, alright. Yang you boleh ada juga is something like this lah. Okay, kalau tadi half projectile motion, okay, yang this one bukan half projectile motion because you start with the initial velocity with certain angle above the x-axis. Okay. Alright, so yang ni case jangan samakan dengan half projectile motion. Okay, half projectile motion berlaku bila bola tersebut dibaling ataupun bergerak secara horizontal. Okay, yang number 5 ni pula dia dibaling ke atas. Maksudnya it start with certain angle theta above the x-axis. So for this case again you're gonna have your SY over here, and this one your SY value should be negative. Kenapa negatif? Sebab dia jatuh ke bawah. Starting point is above the end point. Right? And again, your SX ataupun your range will be here. Okay? Alright, so saya rasa itu sahaja untuk this one. So you akan jumpalah soalan projectile motion. Bila dapat soalan tersebut, cuba lukiskan perjalanan objek tersebut. Bila dapat lukis, so mudah untuk awak faham dan dapat hidden information. Okay, yang mana nak kena positif, yang mana negatif, kat mana nilai equals to kosong, equals to 0, macam tu. Alright, so itu sahaja untuk part 2. Part 3 nanti kita buat satu soalan pula. Alright, thank you.